Well, Lisa, you were just talking about stolen elections. And for the past 2 years, we've heard all this talk about stolen elections. You want to see an election that was actually stolen? Look no further, because the governor is trying to steal the position of state attorney away from the people in Hillsborough County. This is a violation of the most sacred trust of our democracy. This is the erosion of our freedom. And look, this isn't a political issue. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican or Libertarian. This should outrage everybody, because if the governor can just pick who he wants to be in positions, then elections have no meaning anymore. That's not what America's all about.
Florida officials have spoken out against what DeSantis did. Congressman Charlie Crist, who is running to replace DeSantis, had this to say.
A good man was attacked today, Andrew Warren, by the governor of Florida, unjustifiably and probably unconstitutionally. This kind of activity on behalf of our governor is not new, but it's awful, and it needs to stop.
Okay, so it's not just Crist. The nonprofit Florida Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers called the move politically motivated and unlawful. Obviously, some debate about whether the governor can legally suspend you. What are you doing to challenge the decision?
Well, all of this happened so quickly. I was actually overseeing charging two 39-year-old cold cases when this happened. They came, they took me out of my office, an armed deputy told me that I had to leave the building right away. Couldn't gather up my things, couldn't talk to my staff. I couldn't even look at the order that this was based on. So we're going to fight this for sure. But right now we're exploring our legal options to figure out the best way to do so. But I'm just as outraged as everybody. Look, if I lose an election, okay. If the voters of Hillsborough County don't want me to serve as state attorney anymore, okay. But the governor doesn't have the right to steal people's votes away, and that's exactly what's happened.
I want to back up to your decision to sign this pledge in the first place. What was your rationale?
Well, these were value statements. As an elected official, I believe that it's important for me to speak up on issues that are important to what I do. And I'm not some foaming mouth partisan that's speaking out on every single issue. People in my community know that. But I've lent my voice to issues that are important in the arena of criminal justice. And here, I was signing on to a statement that said that criminalizing private medical decisions made between women and their doctors is not good policy. And it's not a good use of prosecutorial resources. That's what the statement was about. And the irony of this is I'm not being punished for anything that I've done. I'm being punished for something that I said. Last I checked, that was protected by the First Amendment.
And yet you understand the state and the ecosystem that you live in. I mean, when you were signing this pledge, did you expect this type of response from the governor?
No, of course not. When the governor likes to talk about the rule of law, he's violating the most fundamental rule of law, that your vote matters. He's criminalizing what I'm trying to do. He's punishing me for things that I'm saying. And as you pointed out, one of the bases in the executive order is about gender-affirming health care. That law doesn't even exist in Florida. It doesn't even exist yet. So I'm being punished for not enforcing a law that isn't even on the books. It makes no sense whatsoever. This is political theater, but it's actually worse than that, because it's a dangerous precedent to set to discourage public officials from speaking out publicly.